Digimon Seekers Chapter 3, Part 9. I want to help too. Pulsemon, my friend, Lugamon said in the narrow three-tatami room where the air was stifling. Eiji Nagasumi regretted turning his once best friend into DMIA because of his own actions. Hacker Judge Leon Alexander, who helped Eiji, took on Royal Knights Omegamon as a substitute. Eiji regretted it, not just harboring animosity toward Hacker Leon over a cracker job or receiving a retaliation request from SOC. It all started with a request from Professor Ryusenji. But I didn't vomit and cry in the toilet like Eiji did. Lugamon spoke solely out of affection for Pulsemon. In other words, when I evolved and went berserk, it was because, Eiji, maybe it's because you weren't like that? The desire to fight rivals was the same, but the reasons differed between Eiji and his partner Digimon. Lugamon considered Pulsemon a friend. Eiji, torn between Leon, Cracker, and Hacker feud, and considered that they were no longer friends as adults. Lugamon, it's my fault you evolved into Heligarmon. Eiji felt defeated. When mind-linked, Digimon is significantly influenced by the mental state of the human sharing the Digicore. While it sometimes supports evolution, it can also destabilize the Digicore. Without sharing feelings with their partners, they couldn't truly challenge perfect level. Right, that's it. I won't mess up, Lugamon sprawled, shaking his fluffy chest hair. I wanted to win. Even if I had to use Hacker Leon as a stepping stone, I wanted to win as a cracker. I didn't want to lose to Pulsemon either, but I was just scared of losing. Defeating Leon and losing SOC's trust could mean losing the cracker job from Professor Ryusenji. If I had to go back to a life full of uncertainty, not knowing about tomorrow, I hated that. Eiji poured out his thoughts, embarrassed but necessary to say. Then let's help! I'll help Pulsemon. Eiji, you help Leon? Yeah. Eiji wiped his dirty mouth. We have to. Otherwise, Eiji would be stuck in this cramped one room forever. The security Eiji tried to protect was only in this tiny three-tatami space. Lugamon would always be there for such things. Eiji had hit rock bottom, facing something scarier than losing, the unknown future. All right, Eiji, mind link. Yeah. Eiji touched his Digimon linker, but an error appeared on the menu. Oh, mind link is disabled by vital check. Lugamon sighed. Am I really in such bad shape? Being mentally drained was affecting his body too. After mind link, rest, an interval regardless of the remaining ML duration, was necessary. Even lying in bed for days, Eiji hadn't rested much. Well, unlocking that is easy. Is it easy? But with Eiji's current state in the Digicore, I might go berserk again. Now he realized. He wouldn't want such a half-sick person in his Digicore, riding along with his soul. Anyway, how do we search for Pulsemon and Leon? Lugamon's words brought Eiji back to reality. How do we search? What happened to Kazuchimon, who fell into the abyss of the whirlpool with the Royal Knights? I don't know about the fate of the Digimon that fell into the whirlpool. I gathered information in Wall Slam while you were wrapped in your futon. No results. I don't know what's beyond the wall. Then, should we put a bounty on Pulsemon using Grim? But asking common crackers about things unknown to the slum Digimon didn't seem promising. We have to do something. But Eiji was lost in the dark, searching blindly. Ding dong! The doorbell rang. The house chime. Delivery? I don't remember ordering anything. Door-to-door sales? Or maybe complaints from neighbors about Eiji's loud voice. Feeling concerned, Eiji silently moved to check the intercom monitor. No one. Well, only the shoulders of a jacket were visible, standing carefully to avoid the camera's position. Certainly suspicious. Should he pretend not to be home? But suddenly, the Digimon linker on his arm rang. Whoa! Incoming call. It was a short message notification. Tartarus, I'm at your place now. When Eiji was startled, the front door was knocked. You're in there, right? Cracker Fang. A low male voice. Eiji recognized that voice. Cracker Tartarus. Oh, you're the leader of SOC, right? Yeah, surprised? A conversation like this could be heard from the outside through the doorbell, and the voice from the Digimon linker. Eiji was puzzled. Hey, where's Lugamon? Where is he? Lugamon, who had been hololized, was not in the room. Did he slip through the wall and go outside? Except for DDL, it was against the rules to hololize in places visible to people. Click. The electronic key of the entranceway was automatically released. If it's a Digimon, it can easily bypass the security of a cheap apartment. The door opened. Simultaneously, Lugumon returned to the room by passing through the door. "Hey, AG! Tartarus old man is here." "Huh?" A man stood in the entranceway. His appearance was not much different from AG's, a black jacket style. Non-frame sunglasses, probably a device, were removed. The face below looked like it was in its 30s, maybe 40s. It wasn't clear because he didn't age like a typical salaryman. There was an intimidating presence. He didn't look like an ordinary working person. "Can I come in?" Asking, the man looked down at the floor. The entrance was very narrow. There was no place to step because sneakers were scattered around. No, Before AG responded, the man took off his shoes and entered the room. The entrance door closed. "AG, you have a guest. Offer some tea," Lugumon said. Don't worry about it. A guy living alone probably doesn't have tea on hand. Nice room, huh? How many tatamis?" "Oh, it's 3. It's the trendy, ultra-small one-room, huh? Oh, there's a loft, a private shower, electronic key, and even a mini kitchen." The man, who introduced himself as Tartarus, peered into the open toilet. "A washlet, too. I'd like to live here. It's too cramped. If you sit on the toilet, your knees get stuck, and the door won't close. Plus, the walls are thin. You can hear everything from the next room," Lugumon added. "The place I lived during my student days was a 40-year-old wooden apartment infested with mice. Is this your parents' place?" The man kneeled and looked at the memorial tablet, then clasped his hands. AG didn't quite understand the etiquette of such things, but he nodded his head in appreciation. BWW Airlines Flight 626. It was a terrible accident. Tartarus knew about AG's background. AG's parents' plane disappeared from the radar over the sea and crashed. It was a Digimon terror. Since there were no bodies or remains, no funeral was held. About a month later, they were officially declared dead. All AG did was handle administrative paperwork and add a board with his parents' names to the funeral tablet. Due to various circumstances, the accident insurance from the airline didn't stay with AG. The money from selling his home was offset by the loan, and the small life insurance disappeared into living expenses. Unable to focus on exams, AG ended up working part-time and eventually became a cracker. "Ah, this is for you, a little something." The man put a convenience store bag on the floor. It contained sports drinks and bottled tea. AG's stomach growled unintentionally. "Take it, AG. You haven't been eating properly," Lugumon said. "Yeah, I felt that way. That's why I came here." He judged that real-life support was needed, not just through the net. "Why?" The man sat cross-legged at the low table. "Because I was like that too." "Huh?" AG didn't understand what the man was saying. "I turned someone important into DMIA because of my own actions. At that time, I couldn't eat anything for a while. I regretted it, vomiting, drowning my heart in alcohol, vomiting again. DMIA. Who? When? The conversation was unclear. This man, who introduced himself as Cracker Tartarus, but wasn't SOC's leader, Tartarus, someone who never turned his comrades into DMIA. The man placed another plastic bag on the low table. The smell had been noticeable. Beef bowl with extra meat with miso soup. "AG, that's a sign that you want to live. Eat." If you eat, take a shower. Take a nice hot shower to warm up your body. If you were a teenager, you'd revive with that alone. Do I have to uncover the lid and split the chopsticks? Thank you. AG picked up the chopsticks and dug into the meal. End of Chapter 3, Part 9.